Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to take a few moments to help you understand and really just kind of go in a little bit more in depth of your Unit 5 project. So here we are in Unit 5, Economics in an American Democracy. You've read through many of your readings already, and you're starting to understand really just how our system of government works, how it not only works, but how it also impacts kind of all encompass the United States, but also globally, and how sometimes even our economic system can cause issues here at home and afar. So let's get going. So overall, in your Unit 5 project, your Unit 5 project is going to be worth a total of 100 points. Those points are going to come by these projects right here. You will choose to do two, each one being 50 points. You can choose to do the one pager, the one at the top left. The one pager is basically just going to be you explaining what our system of economics even is. Explain the market economy and how it runs and how it functions. Maybe even giving an example or two to help me understand that you know how our system actually works. The second one, you can choose to do a Quizlet, or you can choose to make a Kahoot. Go through your readings and come up with 15, important vocabulary terms, and come up with your own set of reviews to help. Maybe if I use this class again, maybe I could use it. Or maybe if you were studying for your test, what were some things in your readings that you could help prepare you for the test? And then use it on the test. How awesome is that? Also, there are two links you can click for the Quizlet and the Kahoot. You keep going, you could go to lessons learned. This would probably have to be my most, if I was doing this project, this would be where I sit. You're going to choose 5 dates in history and develop a presentation explaining what happened during this crisis, what was the direct impact, the lasting legacy, and then ultimately, what were some lessons that we learned from this crisis. By choosing those 5 crises, you're going to go back in history and see how we continually have issues, but how we've fixed and how we're trying to make our system even better after we come out of the ashes of a crisis. You could also choose to research the 2008 economic collapse and just zone in on that one collapse. And you can develop it into the graphic organizer that you can find right here, and you can click in there and plug it in. You can print it out and handwrite it, or you could type it in. You could even choose to do, what's the COVID economic impact? Researching 3 key points where COVID has directly impacted our economic economy. And then 2 ways it's impacted us globally. You can choose to do this and present your findings from a PowerPoint. You can choose to do an essay, a brochure. I'm giving it to you. How will you present COVID's impact economically, both here in America and abroad? The last 3 you can choose to do is right here. You could choose to do a news report detailing the events and acting and putting yourself in 1929. And as the stock market collapsed, writing down your examples. And I do have a example for that. I will also put up, or I'll email you out if you want any more information on that. And then another one, I thought that some of you, if you love art, maybe you can draw a political cartoon expressing the issue of the housing market today. Maybe you don't know what's happening. I encourage you to see what's happening in the housing market. It is crazy. Maybe you know someone who has sold a home and they've sold it much more than what they bought it for. How is this impacting us? Or maybe first home buyers. How is it impacting people like that? And then lastly, you can choose to listen to some of FDR's fireside chats. These were these radio broadcasts that Franklin Roosevelt, in the midst of the Great Depression, said to the American people to ultimately just help us understand what's happened. Having faith back in the government when the government has essentially been taken from us, or our faith in the government has been taken from us. So as you can see, I have a plethora of options for you to choose. From this video, and as you look into it a little bit more, I hope you found 2 that sound interesting to you, and you choose to take those and make them your own. Present your findings in a creative way, and then turn it in, and hopefully not only are you going to have a great grade, but you'll learn something too. Then after that, If you want any more information or specifics, you can see the TEKS and things like that. That's also going to be on the second page. But nonetheless, my goal of this project is really for you to see not only has America connected globally, but we also have numerous pinpoint times in our history where we've gone through issues. Things have come up, we've dealt with them, and we've moved on. And how has it impacted us? So hopefully this helped you a little bit more. If you have any more questions, of course, email me, jalt@texasonlineprep.org, or you could always just check out and see maybe I have something I've sent you before. Have a great day.